Perfect. Get the air pockets out of the clay. So I have this blob of lots of little pieces of kind of in between clay, not too dry, not too soft. And I'm just going to smash it together in different ways. And it's more clay than you guys wedged up when you worked on the wheel. So you can kind of rock it and roll it towards you like we did. I find it with this much clay, it's easier just to smack it. So if you're mad at someone, just picture their face right there. There you go. Get all the air out nicely. This is why ceramicists are happy people, because you get to take your anger out on things like clay and not people. Much better. All right, so my goal in doing this is I want one even, long, thin lump of clay so that I can fit it in the extruder. So I'm kind of thinning it out now. You'll notice there's no cracks. I'm getting some wrinkles. I don't have to throw it down quite so hard. Let's see. Maybe now kind of round it so I know it fits. That's pretty good. There's my blob. Okay, now I'm going to go over here to the extruder. And when you come over here, hopefully the person before you, if you come first, this will all be, bless you, wrapped up carefully in plastic. And I'm going to show you how to take it out and wrap it up carefully for the next person. Come on, it's stuck. There we go. Wiggle it a little bit. There we go, because I just used it last period. And then I'm going to take this off. And in here, I have, remember I showed you yesterday, this little piece holds this die. Let's see, I'll set this here. So there's like a little cup here. And inside there is the die and the little piece that sits in there so that I'm going to get a hollow tube. Remember, we have the tube, we have the triangle, to get a triangle, and the square. So we have a square in there right now. And I'm going to take my blob of clay, stuff it in there, take off any extra little bits. I don't want to leave a mess. I'm picking up my mess as I create it. See all my bits? I'm not leaving a mess for the next person. And then, this one's a little high. There we go. I'm going to take, I don't know what you call it, the plunger thing, whatever. And I'm going to hook it in here. Now I don't want to grab here. Pinchy, ouchy, no, ow, 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 ow. No, here, no. Got that part? And then this, I want to make sure is straight inside here. I can grab here or here. This is a lever, simple machine, remember? Do you guys remember these physics? No, nobody remembers. And then, oh, apparently the handle comes off. Careful. And you might hear some cracking or popping. That's the air coming out. And I have the square one in. Ooh, lots of popping. And you can see it starting to come down. Now it helps to have a person guiding this. If you want to, remember I showed you how you could bend it? If you want to bend it, this one, I kind of guided as it came out. So you can bend these forms too to get different curves and things, or you can kind of make it go straight out. So now, take some of the goober off. I'm going to move it down, and I came down pretty far as I went through, so I should be able to go 2 notches down. And then I'm going to press some more. And I think, what did we say, 15 inches each person? There we go. Ooh. Getting some air pockets. But that's okay, I can fix those. Come on, a little more. The one thing with these cornered pieces is you can get some ripping on the corners, but that's okay. All right, then I take my wire, looks like about 15 inches. You can do a little more if you'd like. Slice that off. And the nice thing about the square ones is they'll lay on the side nicely. So that I can fix. There we go. So I have a nice square piece. And then I can lift this up, move it down. Come on. Oh, not quite. And then you just keep going. And after you do a couple, maybe we glue that, maybe we forget that part. There, that's not far enough down. That should be able to go further. There. It will stop. When it really hits the stop, just stop. Don't try and break it, you know. And then we'll take this off so we got some for the next person. So each little lump of clay, big lump of clay, this one's a little bigger, should be plenty for 2 people. And then remember, you can cut it up, you can cut at angles. So I was just playing last period, and what I did, I'm just going to show you these. I'm not going to give you the full demo today because we have that day off. But I took a square piece, and then I took these real soft ribs, work really nice. They're kind of soft and they'll bend. I took these, and I used these to go over my edges and corners and clean those up. And this will take a little bit more work, but it'll work. So this is why you want consistent, kind of drier clay. It'll give you those nice edges, and then I can, fix this up more that way. So you clean this part up. Then what I did is I sliced this, I pulled this off, I darted these sides to get it to come in. I added a slab and a flange for a lid. I added a little slab down here because that helps keep it more steady. I added a little lid, I'll add a handle. So be thinking about how you can pull them apart, squish them together like all those pieces we saw the other day. The other thing I tried, and then I tried different thicknesses too. I tried thicker rounded pieces. So for those, let's see, let's go to cactus. What I did is I actually cut this. So this was like this. This piece, this was this piece. And I sliced it at an angle, and then I flipped it. And because it's in the exact same spot, it sits perfectly in that spot. And then I was like, oh, it's like being like a little vase. Huh? Isn't that fun? But it needs to like lift, otherwise it's kind of tippy. This one I would recut. This is not straight at all. But I would recut it, and then I can score and slip that on, score and slip these pieces, and I have this interesting little vase. So your job is to figure out, do you want the triangle, the circle, or the square, and how will you cut it and slice it and bend it to get interesting forms. That's why we looked at stuff and we wrote down ideas last week, so you can create fun things. I had a lot of fun. This was one period. You could do this. Okay?